What did I say?
Get out the road, I'm in the phantom.
Get the mind, tell by my watch, this a different time. Living fine, I'm getting high.
And to be totally honest with you, I've actually told him that other cars out there are shit. Like, right, that's a crap car. That's a crap car.
Did you see the stars?
Crazy,
Get out there, man.
Nanny approved. 5 o'clock, Saturday morning on a sublime English day. We're just about to head off to Manchester, or just outside of Manchester, Warrington, to grab a new toy. Absolutely biblical. It'll be about 5 hours. This is going to be quite a special one. Something I've never done before, a toy that I've never got, and this toy has to come with an addition. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a bit.
What do we have here?
Green, on brand. Someone asked me on Instagram yesterday, why do you only drink green monsters? I was like, well, I'm committed to branding. Even if I do actually quite like them, but they're not my favourite. I'm not gonna lie, but green is the brand colour.
It's better than the white one.
It's definitely not better than the white one. Not really gentlemanly, is it?
What were you talking about?
We just went past school and Alex asked me if I'd go to a school reunion. And I said, to be honest, I'm so comfortable where I am in life at the moment and how far I've progressed from that point in my life. I don't feel the need to try and impress those people. Like, they're way behind me. And to be honest with you, most of those people now, from what I know, not all of them, because I know a couple of them have done well, but most of them are pretty much wasters. They've wasted their life. And it'd be the equivalent of turning up to a rugby game as a full-grown adult playing against toddlers. Like, I don't need to flex. Like, because Alex, you just asked me if I would want to go to flex. like I said, it's like flexing to playing a rugby game against kids. What's the point? And I don't feel the need to justify that to them. Like I said, I'd like to flex against billionaires and very successful entrepreneurs, but you know, I'm so much further ahead than that point, from not just from a wealth perspective, but from a mental perspective and all the other pillars, that I don't want to play against toddlers. There's no need to flex. So will I go to a reunion? I don't know. Probably not. I don't think. Quite busy guy.
Road also.
Progression on the road. We're actually making good time. We're about to go onto the motorway.
Finally, after all the B roads.
Well, I do live in the buttfuck middle of nowhere, so it's not the easiest to get onto the London roads, but I like my greenery, my peace, my quiet, my tranquility. So it's worth it. And soon I won't have to be driving myself.
You'll be getting a driver.
Yes.
Oof.
He's ready to go. Driver inbound. It's going to be a very different way of getting around. I mean, I started falling in love with being driven when I started spending more time in Bulgaria, because obviously I didn't have a car there. I'm getting a car there, by the way, but that'll be a supercar. That's not driving, that's fun. That's different. That's completely different. That's not driving. That's living. That's thriving. No, I realised that just having that flexibility of, one, being able to work in your car the whole time, two, never having to worry about parking, logistics, and just having someone there ready to pick you up. And also, like, I did a amazing podcast with Maxim, who's a very successful Bulgarian as well, and he had his, it was a brand new S-Class back then, and we were being driven around venues when we were doing his podcast, and me having that service for people when they come to work or do business with me, the ability to have my driver go and pick them up and change them around does elevate his. I was very impressed with his level of precision with his team and how it made me feel as part of that evening. So that definitely is something that I took from that. So that definitely needs to be factored into my life, because the perception of the people that you are trying to host effectively is really important. It's very, very important, especially when you're dealing with high caliber individuals. you want them to respect you as much as humanly possible, especially if it's going to open doors or maneuver things. So for me, that's going to be a game changer, and it's going to be an amazing investment. Because I don't look at that like an expense. It's very expensive, yes, but it's an investment. Not even 6 o'clock yet, and I'm wide awake. It's like Christmas Day. I don't normally get excited by materialistic stuff, which is not a bad thing, because that means that I have more weighting on things that aren't so materialistically driven, like the other pillars in my life. But every now and then you do something that's a bit different from what you normally do, and it gets you excited. It's nice to feel it. Feel younger, not young. Definitely don't feel young. Not a very different experience for me. Thing's an absolute boat of a car.
Whoa, don't give it away.
It's a boat.
Not yet.
It's a boat, effectively, on wheels.
It's fine to meet you.
How's it going?
This is Alex.
How you doing, Alex? Good to meet you. Okay. Follow me.
It's kind of the charm of them, I suppose. Good God, the size of it.
There she is. Like a car on the bigger. And the funny thing is, when we did the video footage of the car, I was saying to the guys, you can't get photographs because you can't see the scale of it, because it's just so
Well, you're a tall
huge.
guy as well,
Yeah.
so it kind of makes
She's
it.
a big girl. It's funny when you see them in London, and the part's like a nose over the front of the curb, and you think, that's a big old car. Jump in.
You can fit this great.
Oh, the Lambswool. My old Wraith had the Lambswool mats.
I always think with Lambswool, on Phantom and Cullinan, they're actually thicker.
Actually,
I feel, I don't know whether they are, I don't know whether it's
That might be in your head.
I don't know this psychology, but every time we get in a Phantom, I think it seems like it's it's thicker.
No, this is the donkeys. This is really, isn't it?
Isn't she?
Damn.
And the black Rolls Royces as well, to go with obviously the black exterior.
What do you think, Alex?
Nice. What is that called above you?
Starlight.
Starlight.
It's Instagram light.
Yeah, it's Instagram lights. That's exactly what they are, Instagram lights. Instagram lights.
Are you going to be able to do your very hard work here and text on WhatsApp?
So the funny thing is, what I'm going to do is, I need to be doing content 24/7 pretty much.
Yeah.
The team just so I'm going to get one of my guys to retrofit like a gimbal that's going to sit on that.
Yeah.
So I can just plan out stuff to video. I'll call them like the Rolls Royce lessons or something. I can literally just rant
While you're on the move. Yeah.
while I'm on the move, because there's so much space in here.
One of the best things about this car is because it's triple glazed. So again, when you're driving, the silent.
I remember when you did your video, and I
silent-
couldn't even hear anything in there.
And I was talking quietly. So when I was in the back, I made a conscious effort to sort of speak as quietly as possible, and it was just like the silent. They're unbelievable.
Yeah, this is rather nice.
And also, not all important, especially for the UK.
I was actually chatting to Alex about this earlier. Have you ever seen anyone actually open one?
No. No.
I said this to anyone, you can use umbrella. I was like, I got told categorically, do not open the Rolls Royce umbrella because you will not get them back the same way they came.
They're a bit of a job. They are a bit of a job, but you can do them, and they're heated as well, so the doors are heated, so they blow warm air through the doors, so they dry off quickly. But the biggest thing with these is they're always missing. Always missing. When you get a Rolls, one of the first things I check on any Rolls Royce, so Wraith in the corner, Dawn, a few of them, you check these because they're just never there.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much. Thank you.
Superstar. And
They're never there because.
how much is the add-ons for those?
So these are £1,500, and they just disappear and they end up on eBay. It's a shame, but the first thing I check on a Rolls Royce.
Because I had some in my Wraith and I was told the exact same thing, but I was also told never use them.
Yeah, they can be.
The irony, right?
I've seen people sort of struggling to try and get them back together.
I sent this to I have a lot of Bulgarian team, and I was like, I sent this last night though, because there is supercars in Sofia. They're car nuts.
Yeah.
But you don't really see any Rolls Royces.
Yeah.
And they were like, we've never seen anything like this. They would said if you drove that through Sofia, you'd have 100 car spotter pages following you down the street. It's not like London. It's different.
Yeah.
And it's like your name will be everywhere. So from like a PR perspective, just that being there,
Yeah.
and I'll probably just put like get like a White Gentleman logo on there as well, just to.
Yeah, I mean, it just looks.
It's enormous.
And the plate as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. The plate goes well with the RR, right?
Completely finished it off. Yeah.
It goes well because everyone was going. Because I got the Elliot Wise number plate,
you like
and everyone was like, "You put that?" I was like, "No way," because I was like, the RR works really well with the 88.
Yeah, for sure.
And I said a small number plate on a big car looks better.
Yeah.
Because it just gives you more surface area.
Absolutely. Funny thing was yesterday, my team literally yesterday, because we had all the cars outside and then that McLaren stopped working. It was like, because I wanted to make sure that this was obviously centre stage. The Ford GT at the back, again, the joys of a car dealer. I jumped in that car to move it, pressed the start button, thought it was flat.
What's that, 1.8 mil?
Yeah. Close the door, Elliot. I'll show you this actually, because you'll find this funny now. So I jumped in this, I was just getting everything back together, making sure everything was peaceful, because I'm a little bit OCD, I can do all that. So I closed the door down on this car, and it's got electric doors, so I couldn't get out. And I'm going, I can't get out. And
Do you have a mobile?
with the best will in the world,
You're not,
I'm not getting out of that window unless, I decide to pull a muscle for tomorrow.
not only that, it's a 1.8 million pound car.
Correct.
You don't want to be climbing out and scratching that.
So they've got an emergency pull by the left hand side, and I'm going through my sort of encyclopedia brain going, is this like an SLS where you pull it and the door goes and pops off the side? Or does it just pull the latch? I'm just going to have to take a bit of a risk here, aren't I? It's either the door's going to end up on the Urus, or it's just going to go pop. And luckily I pulled it and open it went.
What I love about the Rolls is that it's a different breed. It's like, you do see all the other cars in here, they're competing against one another.
Yeah.
That's just a different animal.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just elevating to something that is very new. It's the first time I've actually been excited about getting a car for
Yeah.
a long time. Because I've got, the last week, I'll be very fortunate, I'll buy whatever car I want. But this is very different. So for me, this is like a different experience entirely.
Yeah.
I've got to sort out my driver, sort that all out. And like that whole thing is just fun and exciting again for me.
Yeah.
And I got last night, I was like, actually, yeah.
I
And that
think-
little giddy buzz
yeah,
again
no,
about,
absolutely.
like, I was like,
And the funny
especially
thing,
when you sent those photos, yes, it's like, holy shit.
I thought I've got to send some little teaser. The funny thing is, last night, so I'm sat there last night, and this job, like any sort of business you're involved in, it's got its stresses and strains. Getting deals, sort of the behind the scenes work to get this sort of stuff done, getting asset inspections and making sure they're serviced and making sure they're ready to go. That's a bit of a stress. The very, very, very best part of it is when a customer turns up, walks through that door and goes, oh my God, look at that thing. Because a lot of people think that this business, the most interesting thing is it's about the cars, and it's not. The most interesting thing about what we do is the people that we deal with, because they've all got a different story. One minute you've got a 20-year-old kid who plays for Manchester United, then you've got a guy who's built a business, lost it all, built it all again. Then you've got a lottery winner. Then you've got somebody who, and the scope and the scale between it's massive. You've got, people are on the TV, and everyone's got a different tale and a different sort of every goal, because all these cars, let's face it, in here, they're all goals. They've all got a story of how they've gotten to that goal. I set a business up 5 years ago, 10 years ago. I always promised myself Rolls Royce, a McLaren, a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, whatever it might be. And I think that's just the way our people operate.
It's nice actually.
It's a goal thing. I remember I came back off holiday in January, and I remember thinking, this business is not really about cars, it's goals. It's all about goals. That's what the whole thing's about. Whether it's, we've got a guy picking a £20,000 Range Rover up today. That was his goal. Like, he's always wanted one. And
Very few businesses that sell anything are actually about the service of the thing that they're selling.
Yeah.
It's normally about the lifestyle or the thing that it's achieving for them.
Correct.
It's only really a tool to facilitate. The great thing about cars is it is a status thing. 100% a status thing. I mean, especially for men.
Yeah, for sure.
It's an incredible feeling, and it is like a tick box. It must be very nice to fulfill that for people.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, because this place was my goal. When I was a little boy.
Didn't like about the Rolls, well, the scary thing about the Rolls was coming up to a T-junction. Like, you have to poke your nose out into the road. By the time you're pretty much on the other side of the road before you can even see if there's a car coming or not.
Correct.
That was the worst thing, especially the southeast of England, where you've got all the the country lanes.
Yeah,
you're like, fuck it,
It's not that great around
just
here,
gonna have to risk it.
Yeah.
It's like eek, eek, eek.
Yeah, for sure. The upgraded wheels.
Yeah, the wheels make a big difference on this.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the Rolls, and I love the Prestige. And I was just saying this earlier. I fucking hate people that ruin a Rolls Royce by just overly modding them. Like, for me, it's not my thing at all. I think class.
Yep.
Like, it's a Rolls Royce.
Yep.
It's like, I just don't get people that want to just throw a whopping great body kit on it. However, little tweaks like slightly upgraded wheels, everything black.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Subtle.
I mean, with us being in Cheshire, I'm sure you can imagine.
Yes,
we
yes, of
We do
course.
see the odd Rolls Royce, which isn't a standard Rolls Royce. The odd sort of Onyx Cullinan, and again, the big statements. They tend to be driven by young guys.
It's a big statement that you might not have a lot hanging between your legs.
Correct.
For me, that's where I'm at. I think just buy something for the pure classiness of it. It's like Rolls Royce epitomise
Yeah.
class. If they thought that body kit would have done it justice, they would have put the body kit on it. It's like,
Yeah, no, for sure.
it's like, for me, what are you doing?
The funny thing is, there's some stuff Rolls Royce won't do as well. If you spec and buy a new Rolls Royce and you ask it for something, you ask Rolls for something a lot like Ferrari in that respect. If you ask them for something that they're not cool with, they just will go,
Good.
"No, sorry, that's not something we'll do." This was me yesterday, Elliot, just being a geek all day with the car going. So, if it's dark and you're pulling up somewhere, so that soft light on the inside of the car from the starlights, it's like warm light. It's not like a modern bright white light.
It's a warm light, yeah.
And it just looks fantastic.
Well, I've actually got cool white in the front,
Yeah.
and warm white in the back.
Correct. Which obviously, because that's where all the attention's supposed to be. And the doors, obviously you've got a button for the door, so you're able to push the door to close it. Obviously, most of the time somebody will be pushing it over for you. But
But you thought it was quite nice to drive yourself as well.
they're brilliant. It's a shame because they don't really get driven. The good news is you get to drive it now. I think I'd have been not upset, but it'd have been a shame if I'd have got the car delivered to you, because this big drive now, you'll be like, actually, yeah, this is a really special thing to be in.
Pull up at Asda, innit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you
Absolutely.
imagine?
Why not? You get us a nice big boot, you can get your shopping there.
I mean, I don't really think you're going to fit in a car parking space, are you really?
You'd have to go in the parent and child space and get some attention. And take your boys there, you'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm excited to show the boys actually. They were really upset that Bentley was going. My eldest son, he loves his cars.
How old is he?
He's only 4, he's nearly be 5 in December. He's
Yeah.
4.5, but he's already into cars.
Funny thing is, like Harrison, my lad, he's grown up with this stuff. And there was a point where I had to sort of not rein him in a little bit, but I had to sort of say, look, this isn't everywhere. This isn't. Harrison at one point, I think he was about 6, just thought everyone had a full-size Range Rover and a Ferrari, because that's sort of the circle that the people that I deal with and the friends the company that I keep, they've all got a daily and a supercar, or more than one supercar. I remember going to a friend of mine to pick his Aventador up that I bought, and I went with Harrison. I think he was about 5 or 6, and there was just the Aventador in the garage. It was a big garage, but just this one car. And Harrison at 5 was like, "Where's your other cars?" I was like, "Harrison, mate, this is not a sort of normal everyday life. This, mate." He's like, "Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean?"
Well, I've actually, from my son's perspective, I realised this very early on, because I've been taking to my son to football in the back of a Bentley since he was 2, right? And he just thought that was normal. So, which car do you want to go in today? He's like, "I don't really want the Bentley today. We're going the G-Wagon." I'm like, okay, if I don't educate him on this very quickly, there's going to be an expectation of that being completely normal.
Yeah.
So he even understands now. I said, right, what do I do? Why do I go away? Goes to work. I go, okay. Why do I go to work? Goes to make money. And initially he thought making money was to buy cars. And I let him believe that for a while, because I told him, because I had to get him to understand the transactional value of money. To actually achieve something.
Yeah.
He understood me going away and working was then resulting in money, which then got something which is nice. And to be totally honest with you, I've actually told him that other cars out there are shit. I'm like, right, that's a crap car. That's a crap car. I said, why is that a crap car? They don't work very hard. Exactly. But the point being is, I've associated that not through it's an expectation I've associated it through. It's work.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion on that.
Yeah.
And like, it's very, very polarizing, and people disagree with me, but I fucking fully believe it. But otherwise, I'm going to raise 2 kids that think that is just absolutely normal.
Yeah.
And it's not.
Yeah.
And then if we lose it or whatever happens in the future, or they're around someone that hasn't got those things, they're going to be much more judgmental of them.
Yeah.
When they just go, oh, okay, it's work. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so if you want those nice things, work.
Because our customers, they're not Monday to Friday 9 to 5. They're not.
Funny that. And what
Weird,
cars
isn't
do they buy?
Weird. It's weird.
Weird correlation. That
It's
isn't
like
it?
it's like bing. It's like eureka moment. It's bizarre. It is bizarre. You know, I'll get a message off a customer on a Saturday night at 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and I'll respond.
Royce and Martin.
Yeah, as long as I'm not asleep, I'll get onto it and I'll be like, right, okay, you know, this is what we can do, or this is what we've got, or you know, I'll try and sort that out. And I've had customers, with it being machines and with them being exotic machines, sometimes they do the McLaren, let yourself in. So occasionally I get customers going, how do I sort this out, or what do I do with this, or I've just had this ticket, or I've just done, you know, and because we're in the job, you know, I know the best lawyer to get speeding stuff sorted. I know the best wrap guys. I know the best wheel guys. I know the best, all the high-end service departments were able to, due to relationships, because we try our best selling big cars. Got some signatures to do, Elliot, and then to be honest, I'll take a little bit of cash off you, and then you're good to go.
How are we doing?
I'm in a very good mood.
You just bought a boat.
I might be buying that red 430 that was out there, because I've been looking at it and it's the right colour combo. So it was between that and the 458. So it'd be nice if other people's opinions on this as well, because that's obviously a bit more modern. I had that was a 488, it's the newer one. Put a few dead bodies in there.
Do you know what? It's one of the few cars. Everyone says that with these.
Really?
Everyone goes.
It's a bit of a gangster, especially with this combo. It kind of could be a bit of a.
Could get a few dead bodies in there.
Yeah, it is a bit like mafia car, isn't
Exactly.
it? I think it's white.
Right. Right. Deep breath now as we get this through this tiny little gap. Biggest car in the world.
I wonder how it sounds.
Quiet. Hopefully. Silence.
Like a seizure.
Oh.
It moves.
But this is like not quite classic. The 430 is like a modern classic, like a modern day jumper. So I think I'm sold on the 430. It still has the speed, it still has all the slightly more modern mod cons, but this is still a little bit too modern for me. Red with the green Rosso.
It's nice, but you want a classic, no?
Huh?
You wanted the classic, though, no?
Yeah, I want a classic. But the 430 is classic enough. It's a modern classic. It's not super classic. And then I've still got the Lambo, so that's for the fun.
Time to expand your garage, my friend.
Yes.
Been a pleasure to meet you. Enjoy the car. Enjoy it. Is it more driven in? Driven?
Yeah, I've got a driver.
Can we just get a photo? We have a standard photo outside. So what we'll do that, but I'll wait till you've done all your stuff before we put it up. Yeah, and we'll sort of do it all at the same time.
No problem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, driver's side then, Elliot, seeing as this is your new ship.
Shit is the one. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 3. Perfect. Great stuff. Safe trip back. Thanks. On the top. That's good. Thank you.
I can't go around. Are you compared to the Bentley? Look at it.
They look tiny.
Yeah.
Like everything, well, I mean, look how small all this other stuff looks like. All the new regulations.
Homeward bound. Got my ship.
Got your ship?
I'm gonna go sail home.
Sure, we're gonna go for like 4 hours? What, 3 hours? 4 hours? The side doors also? actual tank. It's just got armor. Yeah. Phantom. This looks really cringe because I've never been in this car before. Okay, cool. We're in. Damn it, it's silent.
I'll put one key in there.
That's the charger.
Was that my charger?
Yeah.
Oh, you put it in there?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, he is a gentleman. He's actually left me with a full tank of fuel.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. This thing is enormous. It's absolutely bloody enormous. Jesus. Right. What did I say?
Get out the road, I'm in the Phantom.
You have an overwhelming sense of authority when you're driving in a Phantom. There's something about it. I've not felt this way in any car ever.
It's better than one.
Daddy! Daddy! We're driving a new car!
You want to see?
And I like to go inside. Can I go there when I'm going to go?
Oh, Alex is so far back. I don't know why. He needs that much room.
Can you drive me? Can you drive me, Daddy?
You want me to be your driver? You got enough money?
Yeah?
Huh?
Here we go.
How did Daddy get this car?
Put it on.
How did Daddy get the car? Huh?
With money.
How did Daddy get money?
Oh, working.
Working hard.
Working hard.
Are you going to work hard? Are you going to get a driver? Yeah, good boy.
Drive me there.
Did you see the stars?
Yeah.
You go. What do you think?
What is those buttons?
So you can control things. You can control all your TVs.
Which one's control your TV? This one.
It's one, yeah, the big, all of them, yeah.
It's not working.
It's turned off at the moment.
No, because the car's not on.
Exactly.
Can you put it on and I'll watch it, please?
A bit later. We can watch it later.
No, please.
Watch it later.
No, please.
A bit later. Don't
Sit
kick it,
down
please.
and Daddy might drive forward a little bit. Sit down.
Oh. Right, do you want to know a special treat? Right. Watch this. Up in here, you hold that button down. Yeah, no, not yet. Wait. You hold it down in a minute. Watch what happens. Just hold it down there. Wait.
When it's on, we can press it.
You can press it in a second. Hold it. You're in the way. You're in the way.
Oh my god.
Get some, yeah? Careful, don't hit the G-Wagons. Here you go, what are you doing? No. Whoa. Laughing at me. Wait, that is not funny. That's gonna get really old.
You should not have told them that.
Bye-bye. Come and get me, Daddy.
What do you think of the carpet? Sit on it?
Huh? Hey.
Is it nice?
That's really soft. That's very soft.
Really soft?
Here you go. What are you doing? It's very soft. Hey.
Absolutely incredible day. It's been a goal of mine for a little while to be able to tick off getting a Phantom and secured my driver as well. Boys are loving it too. And it's moments like this that make me very proud. You saw my kids' reactions. Lots of people would have you believe that you can't have all of this stuff, this lifestyle, this family, the wife, the kids, your health, fitness, your image, by being balanced. But I'm here to tell you can. The people that have told you that you can't, feeding you the red pill, aren't necessarily the people that you want to follow, because they'll have you believe that you have to do everything in spite of these things. But there's no better feeling than be able to do this with those around you, with your family, and be super happy and be proud of who you are and have them proud of you too. We teach all of this in the Wise Gentleman. It's a community of people just like myself. If that's not you, then it's not for you. But for everyone else that wants to live this life and someone that lives in abundance in all pillars, click the link in the bio and I'll see you there.